Good morning guys, happy glorious Saturday. It's boiling. Last night was a scorcher, so it was like 30 degrees, so I've got a headache. I'm still very tired, but we're off to train pull. Actually, we've got a company today. We're going to go train pull with Steve Hall of Revive Stronger, so we're going to be doing our own workouts, but we're still going to be training together sort of. So I'm going to be filming some of his stuff, he's going to be filming some of mine. Just going to be good to actually catch up with him, speak to someone a lot more knowledgeable than myself. Chances are I'll pick up a few good helpful tips, but more so than that, Steve is just a cool guy. He's just a good guy to be around, considering he is probably high up, or so he's probably at the top of his platform with regards to natural bodybuilding and his popularity. He's not, you wouldn't guess it, he's very humble, and he's just an overall good guy, so I'm really looking forward to working out with him, and just touching base, seeing how he's getting on. And yeah, you'll probably see more footage of that, so let's get to it. And I tell you what, so I might show a clip, right, of me doing a vlog. I haven't actually posted it yet, been putting off posting it, but the first time talking like outside, walking down the street, pretty much the same street, and I was in a rush to get the camera up, talk and get down, right, because I hate speaking in public. Like, I think I look like a right knob just doing this, but you know what, this isn't too bad. I mean, there's not really anyone around, but it's good practice, right? So yeah, I feel good, I feel confident today. Maybe it's because I'm about to be in front of, or be training with someone on Steve's level. Maybe that's sort of rubbing off on me, that whole surround yourself with people who are doing better than you and all that. So yeah, feeling strangely good. Actually, quick thing I forgot to mention, I've not eaten. I've been up since 5, maybe 6 with Grayson. All I've had is a coffee. I've not had any protein, so I thought, you know what, I actually want to have a decent workout today. So I've just filled this up with half a bottle, so 250 milliliters of Lucozade Sport cherry flavor. It sucks, it's nasty. It wasn't even cold, so I've just put some ice in it. I'm just gonna sip on this. It's not gonna make that much difference. It's only about 15 grams of carbs, so, but it's gonna do something. It may, well, it may not, to be honest. It's not gonna do anything, but it'll make me feel better. Maybe this is the energy levels. So yeah, now let's get to it.
How was that? What's your RAR? That was to failure, mate. No, I'm joking.
I'm thinking 2. I think I could have squeezed 2 more out of that. Yeah, pull-ups are the one where if I take a time out, performance just goes to crap. So we're working ourselves back up. Improvement from last week, so it's all good. Nice. So I was telling people about you, Steve. Do you want to maybe explain your setup here and why you're doing this exercise maybe versus a typical barbell row?
Cool. So the really boring answer is variation. But what is varied? So the difference between this and a normal barbell bent over row, one is grip, so I can keep a supinated grip, which just allows me to pull it into a slightly different area. And it's like kind of uses muscles in a different way, the simplest way of saying it. And then because it's like an EZ bar and there's a camber there, you get a very minimal extra bit of range of motion, assuming you're touching your stomach. This allows me to pull a little bit lower into my stomach rather than barbell. Generally I come a bit higher, but it's just what feels good. But mainly it's just variation. I've been barbell bent over row for quite a long time. Felt a little bit stale, progression was stalling a little bit. So I moved in this movement, which is very similar.
Nice. it.
Grayed out flies are the most boring exercise to do in the world. They just have no excitement.
They're quite boring.
Yeah.
Calves are probably slightly worse.
Oh yeah. I tried recording my calves and I'm just like, no one's gonna enjoy watching this.
They can't even see mine, so. Guys, so yesterday we trained with Steve, really good session. Like I said before, really cool guy. Unfortunately, my camera battery died, so I didn't get to do any of the full vlogging of the rest of the day. So that sort of went to pot. Anyway, I'm out to go to the gym Sunday, so it's the next day. I'm about to go to the gym and train legs. I'm gonna get some footage of my leg day, quad focused, and I'm probably just gonna call the video there. So I think there was some useful information back in the other video. We got a few tips from Steve, which was really cool. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a like, maybe even subscribe. Speak to you soon. So just walking you through my leg session, which was the next day from the pull session with Steve. So we kick-started this leg day. This leg day is my quad focused workout. So we start with a quad movement. The primary quad movement that we're working with is a hack squat. Now you'll see, if you look very closely at the video, you're going to see that there's two 20-kilogram bumper plates stacked on top of one another. And this is actually a tip from Steve himself as well. And basically the reason I put that there is because I need the additional range of motion. The catch of this matrix hack squat is sort of stops a bit high, so I tend to be able to just get about a 90-degree knee flexion, and so by adding a pumper plate, it allows me just to get that little bit more range of motion. A little bit more range of motion means a bit more quad activation. So it was a really good set. I did about three sets of 5 to 10 reps. Here we're rocking 95 kilograms, so pretty good. I seem to be working on weight slowly week on week, hoping to hit 3 plates relatively soon. The next exercise was a lying hamstring curl. I'm actually doing this twice in the course of the week. On the first leg day, I do it after my conventional deadlifts, just because I don't think conventional deadlifts give me a good hamstring activation, so I like to do another exercise on top of that. I will be subbing in the conventional deadlift to the RDL in my next training block, so I'll be able to swap the hamstring curl out from that first leg day. But this one, I tend to do a bit of a varied version. So on the first day, I'll just focus on getting the reps. This one, I tend to do the same, but with a slower eccentric. So you'll see that I'm taking anywhere around 3 seconds on the way down, trying to focus on getting at least 1 or 2 seconds right at that peak contraction, because that's the hardest bit, and that makes the exercise really tough. Okay, so we're doing sets of 10 to 20 here, and it gets to a killer because you are at a point, especially with this exercise, you'll find it with leg extensions, that it feels really hard and really difficult, but you know you can get one more, and there's always seems to be that one more in the tank. So I'm actually working really hard here, but that's like 3, maybe 2 reps in reserve. So yeah, that was a tough exercise. And then finally we finished on the leg press. Now I wanted to do the leg press second in the workout, straight after the hack squat. Unfortunately the machine was taken. I ended up having actually to do this leg press last, so I did the hamstring curls, and then I actually did calves as well before I got back to the to the leg press. So my performance from last week improved drastically just because I had a bit more rest time from my first quad exercise to my second quad exercise. So last week I think I got my first set I got 100 kilograms. I got I think 16 repetitions. On this one you'll see that I managed to actually get 20. So that's a 4 rep progression, and yeah, it was tough, but still only about 2 or 3 reps in reserve, so plenty of room to progress over the next few weeks. One thing I find, especially in the higher rep range, to do here is limit or cap the number of breaks in between the sets. So I think I take about 3 breaks in where I lock my knees out, take a few, maybe 2 or 3 breaths and go again. You can always get 1 more repetition onto things like the leg press or hack squat if you just continuously take breaks. So it's better to standardize, 1, the number of breaks you take within the set, and 2, the length of those breaks as well. And that's it guys, so hopefully that's the full workout. Hopefully you found this useful. I'll see you in the next video.